From groceries to clothes, toys, and everything in between, Walmart has it all. The chain store has been a huge part of American lives since its establishment, and its exciting offers have attracted customers who even came from different cities to shop there. What Walmart is may not come off as amazing or special today because there are quite a few brands like it. But at its own time, Walmart was a true legend that created a one-stop shopping experience where you could get literally anything without having to go anywhere else. Another thing that was impressive about the company was its self-owned supply chain, which allowed it to cut costs down for customers, making prices at the store many times cheaper than its rivals. Being the largest retailer in the world, Walmart is definitely a business to know about. Once you find out how this giant brand was built from the ground up, its current success will become even more inspiring. Don't miss the chance to hear a great story and stay with us while we go down the road of Walmart's history. Walmart was founded by Samuel Moore Walton, who was born in 1918 in Kingfisher, Oklahoma. His family did not earn much money, and growing up, farming was something he picked up alongside his father to help make ends meet. However, the family of four, including Sam's brother and parents, were struggling. So his father went into farm mortgaging. They moved out of Oklahoma in 1923 and went from one city to another for many years. Finally, they settled down in Columbia, Missouri. Walton grew up in the Great Depression, so finances were tight. He milked cows and took the bottled products to customers. Later, he went into newspaper delivery, going on paper routes with his bike, in hopes of trying to become successful in a field that would help him support his family financially. He attended the University of Missouri after graduating high school. Still, he worked many jobs whilst studying. He would wait tables in exchange for food and took up other part-time jobs to send money to the family. Walton was an active member of his college, joining clubs and fraternities. He was even made president of Burrell Bible Class, a title he maintained even after he graduated college with a bachelor's degree in economics. After university in 1942, Walton served in the Army, where he performed so well that he eventually made captain while at his post in Salt Lake City, Utah. It was there that he realized he wanted to start his own business and make money for his family. In hopes of learning how to run his own venture, he joined J.C. Penney as a management trainee. He only earned $75 a month, but 18 months later, when he resigned, he had gained a great amount of experience. In 1945, Walton left the military and became manager at his first variety store, which he had purchased from Ben Franklin franchise, with a loan from his new father-in-law and money he had saved up himself. The store was located in Newport, Arkansas. He had many ideas for the shop, making sure shelves were always fully stocked and prices were better than anywhere else people could shop. Not long after the first store, the second one, a department store, was opened just a few streets down. Having some issues with the landlord of his now successful shop, he had to find another property to set up the shop in. So eventually he was able to negotiate with the landlord with the help of his father-in-law. Therefore, the Bentonville, Arkansas 5 and Dime store was opened in 1950, making over $100,000 in its first year, which was a lot of money for a new business. With a year left on the Newport lease and the Bentonville store being miles away, Walton had to find ways to manage his business. But despite the issues of post-war economy and the baby boom, he was able to successfully run both stores. This motivated him to purchase more Ben Franklin stores. In 1954, he and his brother Bud opened a shopping center near Kansas City, Missouri, and new variety stores were opened one after the other. Walton made strong and smart business moves, like having managers of the stores buy shares of the business and invest in their store. Not only was this move a great financial aid for the expansion of his business, but by doing this, Walton also made managers more interested and invested in running the stores more responsibly, as they had money in it as well. By 1962, the brothers owned around 16 stores spread out over Arkansas, Kansas, and Missouri. However, the first Walmart was opened in July of 1962 in Arkansas, and it was originally named the Walmart Discount City Store. Before we move on to the beginning of what is now the greatest chain store brand in the world, don't forget to like and share this exciting story. The store was Walton's effort to bring American-made products to light. He met with many suppliers around the United States to help find products to fill the store with. At the time, Meijer was the only one-stop chain store whose example Walton could follow. However, while other big shops were set in larger cities, Walmarts were placed in smaller areas to be near customers who did not have access to the big city stores. Walmart didn't have much competition, and his stores were becoming so big in smaller towns that other brands could not join in, thus giving him an advantage over other chain stores. A very important part of Walmart's success was its logistics. Walton focused on internalizing his entire supply chain process by employing local suppliers, building regional warehouses, and distributing with self-brought trucks rather than outsourcing at any stage. Because he was able to save money in that area, he could afford to lower the prices of Walmart store items and attract customers. Walmart so immensely influenced anywhere it set up a shop that its impacts had their own name: the Walmart effect. By 1967, there were 24 Walmart stores spread out over Arkansas. The company kept spreading more and more, and only a year later, stores opened in several other U.S. states. Walmart became so big that by 1977, it had acquired a chain store brand in Illinois More Value and the Hutchison Shoe Company in 1978. This was a highlighted year for Walmart, as it also launched several other divisions in its stores, including jewelry, pharmacy, and service centers. But what about those gigantic Walmart stores we see today? When did those come about? In 1988, while Walmart was operating in over 25 states, the first Walmart superstore was opened in Washington, Missouri. Besides the original offerings, this property offered the wildest things like a car repair shop, photo studio, banks, telephone stores, restaurants, salons, video rental stores, and so much more. With this big step, Walmart went over its competitors, Kmart and Sears, as the store with the most value of items purchased. In fact, the 1990s marked extremely profitable achievements for the company. During the late 1990s and early 2000s, Walmart worked on entering international markets through acquisitions and joint ventures. Today, the brand owns countless subsidiaries abroad. It has great company shares in Asia, Africa, and Europe, and has access to over 50 countries' markets as a result. Despite a few legal troubles on the way, Walmart has been able to withhold its place through the worst lawsuits, economic fluctuations, and even the COVID-19 pandemic. Today, there are over 10,000 Walmart stores and clubs located in over 20 countries. The company's CEO since 2014, Doug McMillon, is said to have a net worth of approximately $200 million. Walmart is also the largest private employer in the world, having 2.3 million employees around the world, over 1 million of which are just in the US. Walmart is a chain store giant, and even though its presence is not boldly represented by its blue logo in every city, you can almost be sure it has some kind of venture wherever you're living. A smart businessman with an ambition like Walton's can truly change the course of an industry. Walmart's rapid growth is an impressive story for all, and a good example of how hard work, dedication, and learning can bring you great success. We hope we've been able to give you a gist of Walmart and its greatest achievements. If you enjoy success stories like this one, check out another great one about IKEA next.